So I told the bitch that she could either work around my schedule or she could bite my dick.
And so she fired you?
Well, she certainly didn't bite my dick.
That's the third job you've lost this month.
Your point?
Dude, we're in a recession. People are lucky to get whatever job they can. You can't keep getting fired over stupid shit like that.
Well, what the fuck should I have done then? The bitch is scheduling me on days I asked for off. I don't need to put up with that shit.
Have you ever heard you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar?
Well, that's stupid.
Well, it's true. People will respond better if you treat them respectfully and not ask them to bite your genitals every time you don't get what you want.
No, I mean it's stupid that you would even want to catch flies in the first place.
What?
Is there some place in the world where flies are in such high demand that they are actually farmed, and there's people out there that have to decide what the best way to catch them is?
No, it's just a saying.
Well, all sayings are based in fact.
Not really.
Are flies really that hard to catch? I mean, yeah, if you're using vinegar as bait you might want to rethink your strategy.
Nobody ever tried to use vinegar as fly bait.
Obviously someone did, hence the saying. Come to think of it, I wouldn't use honey either.
Why the shit not?
Because if you use honey all you're going to get is a bunch of asshole bees.
Good then. Bees are bigger than flies. You'd probably get a nice promotion if you mixed them in there.
Not if I was running a fly farm. I asked for flies, and you get me a bunch of asshole bees? You're fucking fired.
Okay, I have to ask. Why do you think bees are assholes?
They just have a bad attitude. Fucking douchebag assholes.
So how would you go about gathering flies on your imaginary farm?
Shit.
Come again?
I would have all the workers shit on the farm, and then go out the next day and harvest those flies.
I think I'd still use the honey.
Dude, if you took a plate of honey and a plate of my shit, and put it in front of a bunch of flies, I can guarantee you that out of every 166 flies, 165 of them will choose the shit.
What about the 166th fly? Why doesn't he go for the shit?
That's the autistic one.
Beg pardon?
Statistics show that 1 in every 166 children are born autistic.
Ignoring the myriad of questions I want to ask you about that previous statement, I'll just ask you what makes you think that statistic applies to flies as well as people?
Why wouldn't it?
Fair enough. Next question, why doesn't the autistic fly like eating the shit?
I have no idea. Do I look like a fucking doctor?
This is absolutely the retardedest conversation we've ever had, and we've had some real retarded ones in the past.
Okay, I know what we need to do.
I'm all ears.
You take some honey and I take some shit, and we leave them in our yards tonight. Tomorrow we go back and collect the flies. Whoever has the most wins. And you better not come back with a bunch of asshole bees saying some shit that they are just as good, because they are not going to count.
I'm not going to do that.
Then you concede that you really do catch more flies with shit than with honey.
Theoretically, yes, but it's all just semantics.
What do the Jews have to do with this?
Excuse me?
That's like what they call the Jews. Semantics.
That's Semites. You idiot.
Well, fuck you, Memig Dictionary.
But dude, seriously, until your fly farm takes off, you need to learn how to keep a fucking job for more than a week.
Fuck that noise.
It's not a joke. My boys Greg and Gavin both got laid off this month and it totally sucks. Tony too, but I could care less about Tony.
Don't you mean you couldn't care less?
What?
Saying you could care less is like saying that you still kind of care about what happens to Tony.
I hate you sometimes. No, I don't.